I went to a cinema about nearly an hour away from where I live to check out The Colours Within, as I didn't get a chance to see it on its original very short release here in the UK, and after seeing the movie, I'm very torn on it. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for checking out my thoughts on The Colours Within. I appreciate you stopping by on this review. Now, this is directed by Naoko Yamada, and if you don't know who this director is, they did A Silent Voice, which is a really well acclaimed anime movie. It is a great movie. I've seen it twice. I preferred it on the first viewing compared to the second one. Essentially, it focuses on a character called Totsuko, who is a girl who is in a really kind of Catholic school, right? And she has this unique ability where she sees people as colours. So if someone has a talent or someone who maybe can relate on her wavelength, for example, she sees them in a really bright colour. So bear in mind, this then leads to a character called Kimi, who she does see, who gets expelled from the school within kind of first 5-10 minutes. So not really a spoiler. And Totsuko, along with Kimi, finds a character called Ryu, and they essentially form a band. Now, there is more to the story than that, but that is just kind of given spoiler-free context. Now, what I will say that really sold me on The Colours Within after checking out the full picture of about 1 hour and 40-minute runtime is the music absolutely stole the show. And if you guys don't know, my favourite movie of 2024 was Blue Giant. I love music in a movie, whether it's a score, a soundtrack, or actually just being a musical. That for me is an absolute selling point. So I can honestly say it is done exceptionally well here. There's many times I find myself tapping my toes, tapping to the beats, really find myself like sinking my teeth into the soundtrack, and I can just applaud The Colours Within for producing a great soundtrack. It is definitely one that I will add tracks to on my Spotify playlist. So definitely the biggest highlight for me of the story. I think there's elements also with the animation I think is done really well, as always, a bit like Silent Voice. If you've seen that one, the animation style is very similar, a little bit improved because of course time has passed on since that feature. The animation itself I've got no gripes with as such. I think where my gripes mainly come into play is the story itself. It almost felt like a very big juggling act of at times knowing what it wanted to do and at times not really sure on what it actually wanted to do. So to give you a little bit of context, as I mentioned, it's based on Totsuko, who is this student in this really religious school, like at Purple Hearts, for example. So that story, there's one big story there to start with, and Kimi as well, and the whole school element as well, right? That is one part to start with. Then you've also got Kimi's kind of subplot story arc, where this is another element going in. Then you've also got Ryu, who is the third member of the band, with their own story. And that just feels as if there's too many stories going on to really give us a really solid and really cohesive narrative, to the point where emotionally I was invested. I wanted to root for them. I wanted to see these characters succeed. By all means, yes, I still wanted them to succeed, but the movie didn't fully manage to capture me emotionally to have that full 100% investment. It feels as if some stories are wrapped up pretty quick. It also feels as if there's not enough explanation on certain stories to really fully flesh them out, again, to have me gripped and have me with the 100% investment. The musical scenes where they started to play the instruments, practice as a band, and then the final number, those scenes were great. I was really all on board for those, and I wish we got more of those. But the movie kind of undercuts itself with too many tones, themes, and sub-stories going on, where it's doing a juggling act and maybe capturing one of the two balls out the three balls like a clown would do, but then dropping them all ultimately to not give us a flat out amazing experience. So my score would be a 2.5 out of 5 stars. But have you seen The Colours Within? Is it an animation movie that you even care about or you even know about? Let me know down below in the comment section so we can continue the discussion down there. If you don't already know, I do have a Patreon. Big thanks to all these awesome legends who help to support Patreon. You can join today from only £2 per month. Link is down below in the description box. Now, in the meantime, if you haven't seen these reviews of mine, we'll click over here, have a bit of a deep dive. Till next time, I'll see you guys. I'll be seeing you later.